I know my job is to testify, not ask questions, but there was a lot of questions just about transparency, next steps. Is the vote going to be public?
We don't ordinarily engage, but it's a reasonable question for everyone to understand. We will have evidentiary hearings. It will take place this afternoon and then Monday. And then at some point we will schedule what's referred to as an open meeting. And then we have to meet in public and actually be broadcast on the internet so you can watch it when we make a decision on the matters in front of us. And then this will be repeated for the gas in October in a similar process.
Thank you. My name is Matthew Gunnip. I'm president of SEIU Local 580. We're one of the largest public sector unions in Rhode Island. We're also known as the Rhode Island Alliance of Social Service Employees. We represent 9 state agencies. We represent members in the DPUC, and I know that's there's some separation from the Public Utilities Commission, but it's the same building. And if you look at the transparency portal, if you look at state employees' salaries, it combines PUC and DPUC. You'll see a stat on there that you will not see at any other agency. 40% of the workers make over $100,000. And we represent members at DPUC, and I can tell you, those aren't our members. So I say that to be mindful of, like, when you're voting and the issues that brought up regarding the difference in diversity here, and that I'm looking at, like, to be mindful of that. One of the agencies we represent is DCYF, the most vulnerable children in Rhode Island. I've been there since 2005. My mom started there in 1990. You heard someone that had worked at a specialized foster care agency saying that this vote to raise rates will, have an impact on the foster care system and people giving up kids. Now, to a layperson, that might sound like hyperbole. What I will tell you is that the previous governor, Governor Romano's administration, slashed rates for specialized foster parents. Now, specialized foster parents take in the most challenging, difficult children in the state of Rhode Island. If they don't make it there, they usually go to a group home. Since we don't have enough group homes, we send them out of state, paying hundreds of thousands of dollars per child. There's also a term used in the social work field, psychology field, which is based on science and peer-reviewed articles and research, called ACEs, Adverse Childhood Experiences. And it basically says, hey, when you add up different traumatic events and stress in a child's life, like the impact that has on their brain, the biology, and how that leads to increased rates of incarceration, mental health issues, poverty, I can guarantee you that just that one example of foster parents being impacted and the kids that they care for, this is going to have an impact all across the board on Rhode Island's most vulnerable children. I speak personally too. My wife came from Haiti, Cote d'Ivoire, Haiti, with no electricity, no running water. Her father came here, worked 3 jobs homeless to get her to come here. And now I think about the stress she's going to have if and when she sees that bill. And let me say, I have a lot of white privilege, so it's not going to be nearly anywhere as impactful as it will to some other folks. But when my wife sees that, as she's caring for our 15-day-old baby, and as she's stressed that she left work to take care of our baby, that what she's going to see and the stress that's going to go through her mind, because she gets stressed just about financial issues. She came from a place from nothing, so she thinks of everything way more than I do as far as being fiscally and financially responsible in the implications of not saving and not providing for a family. That's going to be extremely stressful just on the mother of my child. And that's not I'm not trying to even compare that to any of the other experiences we heard today that are representative for the community, people that are already in poverty. I'm going to be okay. But this is a huge problem, and we need to reject that. We need to reject that. The political influence or the favoritism that is a history of this commission, you have an opportunity to reject that to make the right choice. Because this is not about you. This is about those children and families that are going to suffer. There has to be another way. There needs to be transparency. This hasn't been on the docket that long, and there needs to be transparency. And the timing of this is not okay because it's in the morning on a Friday, when the people it's mostly effective are trying to work 2, maybe 3 jobs to provide for their families, and they can't be here. So thank you for the representatives who came here and spoke up. Elected, unelected, I think that speaks to how important this is. So I plead with you to do the right thing for the right reasons, and if that's not the case, you know, you're going to have to live with that peace of mind and the public scrutiny that's going to come with it. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Gunnip. Any other